Ever wondered why understanding cloud attacks is crucial for pen testers? Well, let's dive in. In our technologically advanced world, the reliance on cloud services has skyrocketed. Industries across the board are transitioning to the cloud, attracted by its convenience, scalability, and cost efficiency. But with this increased use comes increased risk. As the cloud grows, so too does the number of cloud-based attacks. This leaves systems vulnerable, making the job of a pen tester all the more important. The role of a pen tester, or penetration tester, is to identify and patch vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by attackers. To do this effectively, they must understand the types of attacks they might face. Cloud attacks are undoubtedly a significant part of this landscape. They can compromise data, disrupt services, and cause serious damage to businesses. As a pen tester, understanding and preventing cloud attacks is a vital part of your job. So how can you identify a cloud attack? Well, think of it as playing detective. There are certain clues or signs that can hint towards a cloud attack. One of the most common signs is unusual network traffic. Imagine a quiet neighborhood suddenly experiencing a surge of unknown vehicles. Pretty suspicious, right? The same logic applies to your cloud networks. An unexpected increase in data transfer or unfamiliar IP addresses accessing the network could indicate a potential breach. Another sign to watch out for is suspicious user behavior. This might include multiple failed login attempts, user accounts attempting to access resources they normally wouldn't, or even users logging in at odd hours. While these could be innocent mistakes, or a case of insomnia, they could also hint at a possible cloud attack. Now let's talk about unexpected changes in system configurations. Let's say you walk into your house and find the furniture moved around. You'd probably know something was up. Similarly, changes in your cloud system's configurations, like altered firewall settings or modified user privileges, can be a telltale sign of an attack. But how can you keep an eye out for these signs? The answer lies in regular system checks and monitoring. Imagine a security guard patrolling a building. They're there to spot anything unusual, right? The same goes for your cloud system. Regular audits can help identify any unexpected changes in configurations or suspicious user behavior. Moreover, network monitoring tools can give you a real-time view of your network traffic, allowing you to spot any unusual activity swiftly. In essence, it's all about vigilance and swift response. Identifying a cloud attack early can make all the difference between a minor hiccup and a major catastrophe. And remember, in the ever-evolving world of cybersecurity, staying one step ahead is key. Recognizing the signs of a cloud attack is the first step in preventing them. Now that we know how to identify these attacks, how can we prevent them? Well, prevention is a multi-pronged approach that involves several strategies. The first line of defense against cloud attacks is implementing strong access controls. This means limiting who has access to your cloud resources and what they can do with them. By tightly controlling access, you can reduce the risk of unauthorized users gaining access to sensitive data. Next, it's crucial to encrypt sensitive data. Encryption transforms your data into unreadable text, which can only be decoded with the correct encryption key. This means that even if your data falls into the wrong hands, it's useless without the key. However, prevention doesn't stop at access controls and encryption. It's also important to regularly update and patch your systems. Cyber attackers are always evolving, and so too must your defenses. By keeping your systems up to date, you close off potential vulnerabilities that attackers could exploit. But remember, technology alone can't prevent cloud attacks. That's why a comprehensive security policy is essential. This policy should cover everything from how employees handle sensitive data to what to do in case of a breach. Employee training is a key part of this policy. After all, humans are often the weakest link in cybersecurity. Employees need to know how to identify and respond to potential threats. This includes everything from recognizing phishing attempts to knowing how to securely handle and store data. Finally, regular system audits are a must. These audits can identify potential vulnerabilities and ensure that all security measures are functioning as intended. Think of them as a regular health checkup for your cloud security. So there you have it. Preventing cloud attacks isn't just about having the right technology, it's about having a comprehensive approach that includes strong access controls, encryption, regular updates and patches, a robust security policy, employee training, and regular audits. Prevention is always better than cure, especially when it comes to cloud attacks. So, let's all make a concerted effort to prevent these attacks before they can cause damage. So what are the key points to remember about cloud attacks for pen testers? First and foremost, understanding cloud attacks is absolutely crucial for pen testers. They provide invaluable insights into the vulnerabilities that may exist within a system. These vulnerabilities are the weak points that attackers exploit to gain unauthorized access, disrupt services, or steal sensitive data. As a pen tester, your role is to identify these weaknesses before the bad guys do. So having a deep understanding of cloud attacks is like having a roadmap to these vulnerabilities. Next, let's talk about identifying these attacks. Signs of cloud attacks can be subtle or glaringly obvious, depending on the kind of attack. Unusual network traffic, unexpected system behavior, or sudden changes in user permissions might all be indications of a brewing storm in your cloud environment. The key here is to stay alert and to know what to look out for. Preventing cloud attacks is a critical part of a pen tester's role. You're not just a finder of vulnerabilities, but also a guardian of the system. Regular system checks are paramount in this regard. By continually monitoring and testing the system, you can identify vulnerabilities before they become gateways for attacks. Strong security policies are also vital. These policies provide a framework to guide actions and decisions related to security. They should be comprehensive, covering everything from user access control to data encryption, and should be regularly updated to reflect changes in the threat landscape. Finally, continuous learning is key. Cyber threats are evolving rapidly, with new types of attacks emerging all the time. As a pen tester, you need to stay one step ahead. This means constantly updating your knowledge and skills, learning about new types of attacks, and adapting your strategies to counter them. Remember, as a pen tester, your role is not just to find vulnerabilities, but also to understand and prevent potential attacks. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and keep learning.